I might ruin this, by the way.
You might ruin this?
Yeah. If I do, I'll give you another one.
It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive.
So I'm curious, what you doing?
Yeah, look.
Holy crap. Where'd you learn this from?
I don't know, I just thought it up. I had coffee this morning, so I was thinking.
Wait, what are you doing every day you don't have coffee?
Half the brain capacity.
Half the brain capacity, do 10 times more work than you do, Andrew. Day 9. As you guys just saw, Leon went ahead and cut off this little neck for the water pump so we can rotate it and re-weld it in place here. That way it'll come straight out. So that'll save us this bend process. He also finished cutting off the exhaust manifold so that we can weld a flange onto here so we can start to make our crossover pipe. Went ahead and hooked up this vacuum line to the brake booster with a one-way check valve because since we're going to be forced induction, we don't want to pressurize that since it's supposed to be a vacuum. Inside the car, went ahead and cut an access panel so that we can get the transmission lines on, because otherwise that was going to be just about impossible. The goal today should be to fit those transmission lines on and to fit the drive shaft back into the car. But Leon's sick, so we'll see how far we get. Just got back from getting 10 feet of transmission lines, so hopefully we can cut this in half and run our lines up to the front. You gonna stop me when I get closer?
No. Still got a lot to go.
Nothing gets stopped. Ah! So the new transmission lines are on, so that's amazing. The only thing left is that fill tube, and I have no freaking clue how that's gonna work.
I had this great idea.
If you tell me that we should put that manual transmission in.
Bear with me now. What if we went to the hardware store, right? We found the same diameter, clear tubing that's like thick, right? That we could shove in there, cut it to the same length as your tube, and just have a flexible tube that we could shove the dipstick down in. I know it's super ghetto.
But so is this whole project.
I feel a little better.
Because all those drugs you took? Yeah, let's take a look at that fill tube and see if there is something we can work with.
Barbecue sauce on my titties.
12 seconds later.
So, if it looks like a good idea, and it works like a good idea, and it is ghetto, but it works,
Yeah, I mean, it should work.
yeah.
We just gotta feed it down into that hole now, but yeah, it's gonna be tight.
I'm saying this was Andrew's idea.
I mean, for once, it was your idea and I did all the work.
That is very true.
I'm proud of myself.
Just a big old snake.
Not once it melts
Yeah,
next to that exhaust
look-
manifold, though.
Look at where it has to go.
Oh, maybe we can show them. I don't have a light on me, though.
Yeah, literally needs to go urethra. Hold that. I want to shove it up.
Wait, so right on the corner there,
Yes.
that's where it's got to go. And it's got to get not inside the car, hopefully. Although, it is a good possibility.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
It was not good.
That's good. It's very good. You know what? I don't care if it goes in the car because we can reposition it once it's up there.
No, we
Oh,
can't.
we're stuck. We're stuck. You would have never been able to do this with a metal tube. Or this one. Uh-oh. And now I can't get it back or... Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go from the top. We'll go from the top now and grab it. Oh yeah. Yeah. There, now you just gotta pull that out.
Yeah,
make a mess.
how are we gonna do that? Oh, your shoe's taking a bath. Don't do it. I mean, we did dump an enormous amount out already. But you think
Somebody started it. Put the lines off. Not mentioning anyone's name.
Actually, that time it was me.
Was it me?
No, it was me.
It was me. Witness fire.
Witness me. You can do this, Leon. I have so much faith. Okay, so there was a little bit more in there.
Oh man, that's just gross.
So I guess we're buying some trans fluid. Was that a chunk that just came out?
That could have been the piece I had shoved in there. I didn't think there was that much left in it.
It's pretty thin. Is it supposed to be that thin?
Yeah. Can you grab the kitty litter?
Yeah. Do we have any?
Yeah, it's in the kitty litter box.
You bought a new one?
No, I just put
All the old stuff back in it?
that stuff that we bought. Oh wait, you weren't here for that.
Mm-mm.
I bought 80 pounds of kitty litter.
Whoa. Go ahead, buddy. Stick your hands right in there.
Okay.
That's what you shoved in there?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked.
It did work for a little bit. I didn't think it was working that well.
Apparently. Plus, you started it.
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, it didn't come out that hole.
No, it came out the hoses.
The hooses?
The hoses.
Yeah. How much transmission fluid goes in here?
A lot. I'm sorry, buddy. Now I gotta buy like 4 quarts of transmission fluid.
And it's really expensive. Corey, you know anybody with 4 quarts of transmission fluid just sitting around? Anybody that doesn't cost money? It's that budget build.
Oh no, dude. I don't know if we can get that to fit with that clamp.
We gotta run no clamp life. Well.
You have a light?
Well, the clamp's in the wrong orientation, but it's in.
It's not like we're gonna take it back out.
Yeah, it's never
Until
coming
we fry
apart.
that transmission.
Oh. Oh, we already got a backup for that.
What?
Manuel.
Put a standard in it? Sweet.
So,
This transmission up right now.
anywho, that's in. The other lines are hooked up. They're technically just looped together. Oh, you're right. I get it now.
What?
Because the lines are connected together, it is a complete circuit. It's a
Yeah.
closed loop. I get it. I get
I
it.
wouldn't say it's a circuit. Oh, Andrew boy.
So, yeah, it's just like the original power steering cooler for the Miata.
Yes.
It's just a line that runs out to the front of the car and then loops right back.
I mean, obviously we should put a cooler on it before we drive it, but to fire it up.
Yes. Yes.
Yes!
Oh, man. Wow, it's really getting there. It's close. Well, wait. Besides a way to actually shift the transmission and one power line to the fuel pump,
Yes.
it should drive. I mean, it'd be sketchy.
I've
'Cause,
got another hole in the floor on the other side so we can reach down and just...
yeah, I'm all about it.
Oh wait, no, we already have a hole.
Yeah, but it's not close enough, is it?
What the hell? All you gotta do is just...
What gear is
I
that?
think it's reverse. Yeah. Oh, that bitch is...
Oh, because there's no fluid in it either?
Huh? No, because we gotta take this nut off and take this off because it's jammed up in that thing I broke.
Oh.
So we need to wire that up.
Oh.
Man, we don't have any of the wiring down here for the trans. Oh shit, I forgot about all that. Damn.
What kind of wires are you talking about? speed
The one that
sensors.
taught it to shift.
Oh, well, that sounds kind of important.
Yeah.
I also noticed we never put that cover plate back on over the starter. Didn't even think about it.
What cover plate?
The one that stops rocks from getting into the flywheel.
The student becomes the teacher.
But this was your idea.
Oh.
The teacher remains the teacher. So, here's our new dipstick tube. It is the correct length, so we should be able to read the fluid height correctly. You were gonna say something.
Oh, yeah, I think I want to build more shit boxes.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, I'm tired of building nice stuff.
Shitbox therapy.
Yep. That should be our new channel.
I'm afraid it might be. Walk us through what we got left.
About 2 pieces of shrimp and 10 noodles.
That came right out of the fridge, by the way. He doesn't have a microwave here. So he's just eating cold Cajun shrimp pasta.
I'm hungry. Hey, look, it's Corey.
All in all, I think this dipstick tube looks pretty sick. Who knows how long it's gonna last, but for the little that we drive this thing already, it should be enough for a couple pulls. Definitely.
It'll probably last longer than the transmission.
So we forgot to plug these in earlier. There's a couple transmission connectors, part of the harness that we got to get down in there. This big gray boy here has got to get pushed through the firewall down along the transmission tunnel and then plugged in. But it's also got these O2s connected to it, so I guess they're going to go with it. I don't really know. I think we're going to have to extend them quite a bit anyway, so let's at least see if this can reach. Another advantage to this access hole is right there. See that yellowish connector receiver? That's where we got to plug into. So the thought is that I can go right through there, over the transmission, then down here, and plug it in right there. So you can't see it, but I did get that big connector right on the side of the transmission, and I was able to feed the lines through to the back. So now we got that one connected. I think the last one to worry about on the transmission is going to be this one. And I think we're going to be reusing one from one of Leon's other many transmissions laying around. We'll see about that in a minute. What we do need to do is shorten up the drive shaft a little bit. It was bottoming out inside the transmission, so we're going to go ahead and chop it up a little bit. Just take like ½ an inch out of it or so, and then re-weld it back together, slap it back in, and I think that's going to be it for the drivetrain. We shouldn't have to take anything else out after this. Most of the rest of this is going to be, you know, elongating the O2 lines because the headers aren't back here anymore. They're going to be up front, and then fabricating all the turbo goodies, and then of course getting the new serpentine belt pattern. I figured that out over the weekend. I just need to acquire a new idler pulley, the kind with the belt ribs on the side, from a 4.3 Chevy pickup truck, like the V6. Once we get that, slap it on there, we'll get a shorter belt to run the less accessories. Also, we'll cut off the power steering pump because we're not using that anymore. Also, we're going to be relocating the coil packs probably underneath the header. So you can see the header up there, that, you know, rusty old tube. So we're going to mount the coil packs underneath. That way the plugs have a much better chance of survival. And hopefully there's going to be room to do it on the driver's side. We're going to find out. The new, shifter telling the ECU where to put the gear selector on the dash is back in place. What do you call that thing? So that is back in place.
This piece that I broke is back in place.
Yeah. And then it's drive shaft time. It's moving along pretty well today.
Oh, we never told them.
No, I did.
You told them without me?
Yeah.
That's some messed up stuff, Andrew.
All right.
Went behind my back.
No, I didn't. I think
Now
you were
have
staring
to-
at me.
now I have to stab you.
So we took an inch out of the drive shaft. Here it is roughly lined up again. And then once Leon gets back from his new test drive, he's going to weld this up for me. I could weld it myself, but honestly, he'd do a much better job than me. And with the magical help of Corey, he's getting out that last stud that it snapped off. All the way in the back against the firewall. Don't panic. It's almost out. Okay, hours later, you can see that there's a battery over there. Corey was so gracious enough to help us with that stuck header bolt. So we got the headers back on. What are you doing? So there's no trans fluid in it, or there's a very small amount of trans fluid in it right now, but Leon wants to see if it will idle. He taped the map on, obviously. So, are we all off the ground? Yeah. All right. Oh, that's gonna shoot shit right in my face.
It runs less than the other night. Oh wait, you don't have fuel down to it.
I thought you were doing that with the power probe. Wow.
Sounds better too.
Yeah,
With the map.
it does.
And that big vacuum line. I
Yeah.
told you that thing was. Alright.
Holy cow. Did you see it shake the car?
Yes. So we have to do the radiator stuff now.
Yep. And the water pump. And the turbo. Yeah, the important bits.
Yeah.
Why do we need O2? It's
The turbo is the important bits.
It's true. Wow, big day. So, the only thing that can make this day any better would be to get some transmission fluid.
Get my goddamn nosy quit running, boy.
That too. If we got some transmission fluid and shifted it in gear while it was up on the lift, which sounds a little
It was
crazy.
in gear.
Yeah, it was in here.
I don't think it was actually in gear. They were just spinning because it was off the ground. That's weird. It was spinning while it was off. Yeah, it should be. It should be in park.
I think it was in gear.
Oh. Yeah, because the tires were spinning. I don't know.
It was at least first or second. It was rotating. Maybe we'll put it on the ground.
See if the brakes can hold it.
Let's just put it outside, start it, and let's see if it goes forward.
So where are we getting a
Well-
radiator at?
We can't, we got one. Unless you used it.
No, it's over there.
Alright, well I guess we got one.
Okay.
Yeah. So still not so much fun stuff to do, but, and we need an idler pulley so we can have some alternating, some alts.
Yes. Cool.
So Leon says that my radiator is way too big for this little car, so I guess he's donating me an all aluminum radiator, and now he's cutting some slots in the front of the car so that we can fit it and mount it.
Just freehanding them without the line. That's pretty much
Pretty good, yeah. So that's it. We're tired. We're wrapping up the night. Leon, talk us through what we did here. Oh, or wait. I spent a half hour cutting this side of the exhaust manifold off, and it's crooked.
Yeah, we spent about 5 minutes cutting the other side off.
And it's great.
I don't know about great, but. So we took the lower radiator hose, the original hose, and we put it up top. Found some clampies.
I hate this, by the way. It's probably going to get changed.
This?
Yeah,
Nah, it's never gonna change.
that bugs me so much. It's kinked right there.
Yeah, that's it. You should see the one on the S10.
Performance kink?
That's to slow down the flow so it, make sure it cools everything at the right speed.
Slows the coolant so that it gets everywhere and cools nicely.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of some of these zip ties here.
We gotta mount this the rest of the way.
So Leon donated this whole aluminum radiator apparently. This is not the stock truck radiator that we were originally going to use. That one went out like here to over here. It was grossly enormous. Also, a little fun fact, got the transmission cooler all connected. Looks great. So the transmission is, no, it's not done. We never did the lever.
Whatever.
In a future episode, that lever is going to get done. But I know how long this episode is, and honestly, we just got to call it quits somewhere. So,
Is that it for this episode?
I think so. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I see something hanging down. I don't know what it is though. I'm sure it's not important. The successfulness of your cut bracket.
Oh, yeah, we cut that. And here's a shot of us cutting it. And we got a random radiator hose. A little tight there, but that's fine. We had to add a little extension.
And be able to pivot it.
What?
Because
Yeah.
the hose was in a different orientation, so this split allows it to pivot, which means it's better suited to line up where it needs to be.
Not bad with a 300ZX radiator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, this idler pulley has to be swapped out with one from a Silverado 99 to
2010.
it's the exact one that's supposed to go there.
Yep. For the 4.3 liter.
Correct. You got to use the V6 one, but it allows us to bypass the power steering pump.
It looks pretty good. Like there's some tension on it, so.
And it's gonna wear. So that's good.
That's good. So we are going to what? Just
Cap them off.
cap them off and then start building the.
Captain Barbosa.
Yeah. Start making the manifold, like stuff for the turbos.
Do you have any clue where that's gonna go?
Yeah, of course. Of course I do. What do you mean? Nah, I'm thinking maybe
I don't know what to do with all this wiring.
we just come out here and go forward, drop this baby down through there, come around, come up through this little tiny hole, drop the turbo right there, come around, bah! And then just to the intercooler, if there's one. Okay, alright, that's enough.
So that was episode 9. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't do that. And we'll see you very soon on episode 10, when theoretically we're driving it pre-turbo and then turbo. Bye.